This is it, huh? First episode. This is my podcast. I call it Endless Pursuit. The name is fitting, I think. I don't know why I called it, but I have a list of things I want to discuss. So, what is this podcast going to be? So, the first thing I written here is I will not edit this podcast. So, if I do some errors while I'm talking, I don't care. It's the first episode, so am I stressed? No. Excited to start? Yeah, but I know I am also filming, so if it was only audio, I would not have cared, but it's on video too, so you will find it on YouTube. Um, there will be a lot of and so that's why I will not edit. So I have to practice silence when I'm not talking. So to not say when I'm thinking to speak. So that's um you see, I did it. Those who are listening, they will say what he's talking about. But if you are watching, welcome. First episode. The goal is to have 100 episodes. So I don't care if I will have subscribers. That's not my appeal ability. No, and English is not my first language, so there are a lot of things to consider. And so who am I? So my name is Noor. I am from Somalia originally. I live in Belgium since 2015. So if you have the chance to watch the first episode, you know me. You will know me throughout the episodes. So every episode has to be 30 minutes. So I have to have a counter here. We started 40. Okay. And yes, I said don't do ands, m's. What was I saying? So yeah, I'm from Somalia. I'm 26 now. So I tried to start a lot of things throughout my 20s. That's why this is called Endless Pursuits, because I have a lot of passions, if you call that, uh, a lot of things that I'm interested. So I could have said this podcast will be about business and marketing or finance or sports coaching, but this podcast is about me. So I don't have a co-host, but I will try to. There will be no editing. I'm sorry. When I'm thinking, there will be silences. I don't know how this is done. And so there will be a lot of gaps, a lot of errors, but I'm learning too. I have a list, so a list of things I have to talk today. So the objective of this podcast. So the only goal I written is to. This is the episode 1001. I have to hit 100 podcast, 100 episodes. So my goal is to publish one podcast a week. Film it or record it in sessions throughout the month. So I will record 2 podcasts or 3 or 4 in one session, and that's 4 podcasts in 4 weeks. So the goal is to hit 100 podcasts. If I have guests, it will be 2 podcasts a week. And if we have the funds to fund this podcast, or I can hire editors and manager to manage all of this, then there will be 2 podcasts a week. So the objective, hit 100. After that, we will discuss it. If you are here, welcome. And what else did I wrote? The first episode will be bad, like you can see, and there will be a lot of errors, and I am repeating myself. Oh my days! If you listen throughout the first episode, props to you. Thank you. And so it will be bad, I know, but if I don't start, there will be no progress. So that's why I'm starting to. Mm, I was discussing who am I and where I was from. So this episode is to know each other. Yeah, that's cool. We can know each other, and I know there will not be a lot of people watching this. So it's my chance to share all of it. Um, I'm from Somalia, like I said. I live in Belgium since 2015, so that's 8 years, and I I studied in uh, high school, university, like we say here, coaching. So I'm a sports coach. I like sports. That's why it's one of the things that I will talk about in this podcast. I have a YouTube channel that's only about sports and coaching and self development through sports. And I'm right now learning to business and marketing because I want to launch this podcast, these YouTube videos, and these courses I'm working on. So I have a lot of goals. And throughout my 20s, that's one thing I noticed. mm, I'm not satisfied all the time. So I have I'm ambitious. I have a lot of goals. Every time I don't do what I am supposed to do, but that's life. Even though I know I have to do something, I skip sometimes. But every time I know that working in a normal job is not for me. It will never be me. So that's why I'm trying different things, trying in this online world. So I know I am not advantaged. I don't have an unfair advantage in the English world because English is not my native language. So I'm Somali. So and one other dilemma I have is the French. I speak fluently, and I don't know why this podcast is not French because English is a modern language. So a lot of people speak English. That's why I didn't start my podcast because I didn't knew which way to go, English or French. French is good because I live in Belgium. There are a lot of French people here, and it would have been easy to start it in French, and I would have had guests here today. And the podcast will be filmed here in my living room. Will be recorded too. So this is my computer. Oh my days. I am all over the world. I don't know what I'm saying. I have an idea to talk and I have another one. All is coming. So you have to tolerate this bad episode. Not episode, it's not bad because I know it will be bad because it's the first one. And the setup, look at this. I have the microphone here like this. I'm glad that I wrote some things here because it would have been so bad if I didn't had some subjects to discuss. So I was saying the dilemma in French and English. You can help me in the comments if you listened. I know there won't be a lot of people, but if you in a miraculous way found this, I know it's cringy. I'm and I said I will not be editing, so I will download the files, synchronize, and put it on YouTube, Spotify. So don't worry. If you are planning to start your own podcast, don't worry. If you have a friend that speaks the same language, that wanna you can start too. You have to start. It's your duty. to talk about your interests and all of that. And what I was saying, yeah, the dilemma. That's the French and the English language. That's why I have friends in French, but not a lot of them speak English or fluent, or not a lot of them have the same passion that, not passion, yeah, a lot different passions that I have. So, episode 1, trying to know each other, trying to discuss what the podcast will be about. So, yeah, like I said, what is the second things I want to talk? Um, so we will go to 100. After that, we will reevaluate. But the goal is right now to go 100. The third thing I wanted is, you will ask, you have a lot of interests. What are they? So I have a lot of them. I am interested in football. I play and I watch a lot of football. So it's my go-to sport since I was 3, and it's my favorite sport. I can't without. I can't live without football. My favorite team. If I say that, you will. It's Liverpool. My favorite team since 2008. So yeah, that's the football I'm interested in. The second thing, I'm interested in combat sport, so boxing and UFC. I watch a lot of them. Boxing next Saturday, the match. It's influential boxing, I know. Influencer boxing, yeah. KSI versus Tommy Fury. Oh my days. And the other one is so good. Logan Paul, Dylan Dennis. That's crazy. It would have been an episode to talk about only this subject, but I think the match is tomorrow, so I don't have a lot of time to talk about. But throughout the episodes, I will talk about if there are games like that, the interests I have, if there is something happening, we will talk, we will discuss, and it will be open. I would like to have a co-host with me, but there are not a lot of people that speak English here in Belgium. I don't have a lot of friends that speak English fluently, and like I said, we don't have the same passion for YouTube or podcasts. And what else I interested? Yes, I get into chess this year. I started January. It was cool. I started from 0 to 1000 in just 8 months. You will say you are intelligent, but I know. And no, but seriously, I like it. I watch a lot of them right now. Magnus. I know I will not be like him, but I I like his mind, how it works. The complicated stuff in chess, it's so complicated. I can't still figure out even when I went to 1000 elo. Mm. And one other problem about chess, true story, I went from 0 to 1000 in just 8 months, but from 900 to 1000, I didn't lose a single game. So 0 loss. That was to clinch my 1000. But after I went to 1000, I lost the last 18 games. The last 25 games, I lost 18 or 19 of them. So I went from 1000 to, right now I am, I think, 900 or something. 0, 902, 903. Oh my days. I was like, I am on downward spiral. I don't know what happened. I lost all confidence. I'm not concentrated enough. Maybe I have a lot of things in mind. That's an excuse. I know. But yeah, one of my interests is chess. Other things I'm interested. How did I forget? No, I'm interested in training because, like I said, I'm a sports coach, so I go to the gym 5-6 times a week, 2 hours. I like. I'm saying gym, but I do CrossFit, so it's a gym. But yeah, um, it's my I coach too. I give some classes there, and one of the things that changed my life, CrossFit. Yeah, I don't know if you know me or if you will know me if you saw my videos on YouTube. I was overweight in the quarantine period. I'm looking my telephone to see if we are on 30 minutes, but don't worry. I should have put a timer so that would not have been concentrated. Sometimes I start a sentence like Michael Scott and I don't know how to finish it. I know I have some idea, but I don't know how to finish it. Don't worry, there will be a lot of them. And I know there won't be a lot of people watching, so yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, CrossFit changed my life. Right now, um, I go like I said 6 times a week. It's so good, and I watch the games. That's it. When I start something, I'm obsessed, and I have to learn all the things about that sport or that thing, and it will be my thing. That's it. That's why I'm saying I have a lot of things in mind. My sister said the other day, how can you watch all these things at once? Because I watch football games, I play football, I play sometimes tennis. I watched a lot of tennis in the when there are grand slams. Uh, I watch CrossFit. I go to the CrossFit every single day, and she was like, how do you do it? How can you like too many things? Yeah, and the combat sport too, the UFC, all of that. And I was like, I don't know, I can't control. I If I like something, if it's interesting, I have to watch. And the best of the best, I forgot the Formula One. I get into it, I think 3 years ago when the Drive to Survive series came on. So I was one of those people who get into Formula One. I watched all the seasons of Drive to Survive, and after that, right now I watch every single Grand Prix. So I learned everything about Formula One, and I watch one of the things that's is crazy about me is I watch the past battles. I watched Hamilton Vettel, how he won all his Grand Prix, all his titles, and that's what I was saying. It's crazy. So, like I said, my sister was like, "I can't believe that someone can have all these different things in life, and still have the time to do some things on his own." Because I do a lot of YouTube, uh, and yeah, poof. Okay, we'll take a little bits of break. No break, because there is no sponsor on this episode. I hope there will be in the future. So the podcast will be 30 minutes to 40 minutes long, because my camera films 30 minutes maximum, so I don't want to go beyond that. So 30 minutes to start. After that, we will see if we can go to 40 minutes, 50 minutes, 1 hour. Right now, I need to talk. No, right now I can't talk non-stop. It's the first episode. We are learning from each other. No, we are not learning. Sometimes the word I have in mind is gone. I have it in French or in Somali or sometimes in Arabic, but I have to say it the language I want, but it's complicated. Some right now, so I'm trying to say, on se connaît, mais non. On va se connaître. Voilà. I say it in French. If you are a French English speaker, you understood. Right now we are trying to communicate each other. Yeah, trying to learn about each other. It's the first episode. and I have only 10 minutes, so I have to go through all the things that I wanted. Yeah, I'm in my interests, so it's the first episode. It will be only about, to summarize it, my interest is who am I and what will this podcast be. So yeah, so the podcast. No, I have to finish the interest. I am interested in business and marketing too right now. So sorry, there will be no edit. And I get into business and marketing last year. Discovered Alex Hormozy, and I said to myself, I can do that too. So I'm trying to learn a lot of it. It's so broad, the subject, so I have to not minimize. I have to specialize, or to narrow focus some things. Yeah, first episode. My so the podcast will be about my interest. So like I said, if there is a boxing match I want to talk about, I will talk about, like the match tomorrow. And there will be some questions. There will be guests if it's possible. Um, that speak English. I don't mind, because when there is a guest, it's not about my passions and about it's not about me, it will be about them. So there will be guests. We won't talk about the professional life. Why not? Yeah, you can be passionate about your professional life too, no. Yeah, if they have a lot of passions that will interest me, and I would like to talk about some people that have different passions in sports in general, in their personal life, mm, and in their professional work too. So when I say I have a lot of interest in YouTube, example, I'm interested in YouTube. So in podcast, in marketing, in business, all that will enter into YouTube. So when I say YouTube, I'm I mean like writing, scripting the videos, editing to filming, all of that stuff. You have to learn it. And when you are YouTube, you are a one man army, one man production team. You have to learn. Did you see the crew that films a film? That films a film. That's funny. The crew, they are composed a lot of different people, a lot of different, oh my arms, a lot of different people, and you have to be that for one man. So when you are trying to produce a podcast in the start, you have to be that. So right now I'm that stage. Mm, Something else that I do is I start things and I not finish. I hope that I go to 1000, no, 100 episodes. Don't go overboard, no. But 1000 episode will be too far. I don't know. And maybe when I go to 100, because I saw a statistics about Chris Williamson say, if you have 100 episodes, you are in 1%, top 1% of the podcasts. So I have to produce 100 episodes. So that's first. I have a lot of things in mind. How is that? So I'm trying to conclude this thing, this first episode. So now I think we know each other. What I will talk about in this episode, there will be episode 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't worry about it. The first 20 episodes, there will be a lot of confusion if you are listening, because when I start something and my mind goes wandering, there will be a lot of things that are together, and I will serve you write it. One other thing, there will be a lot of information and a lot of you learning, because I think I know too much. I'm not saying to brag. I think, because I'm saying, because I consume a lot of knowledge, informations, not no in courses, in classes, formations in French. Mm, I speak 4 languages, 5 if you add uh, other languages. Am I smart? I don't know if I am smart enough to continue, but I think I can hold my own. Yeah, and that's it. First episode done. Thanks for watching. If you are watching, thanks for listening. If you are listening, I don't know what the episode 2 will be, but I think it will be something that's related to my interests. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.